everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to play Just Like Heaven by The Cure on the piano. This is a great song. About 9 years ago I made a cover video of this, uploaded it to YouTube, and it's been one of my most popular videos. Recently somebody emailed me and asked me if I had sheet music for it, which I don't. So I decided, you know what, this would be a good time to make a tutorial, kind of hopefully get back on the radar with YouTube, at least with an uploading schedule, and put some new content out there. So let's get started. So here's how to play the introduction. You're going to be emulating the bass guitar with your left hand for most of this, but at times your left hand's also going to double as the acoustic guitar when you come up to this range. Your right hand is mostly going to be, it's going to start out doing the acoustic guitar to begin with, but you're going to quickly jump up to do synthesizer lines and eventually lead guitar lines. So keep that in mind. That is what you're trying to do. 4 instruments in 2 hands. To begin with, the song is in the key of A major. So you're dealing with F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. That's it. Memorize that shape, practice some chords. A major is going to be your number 1 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E is going to be your 5 chord. And then B minor is going to be your 2 chord. And then D major is your 4 chord. And that's your progression for 85% of the song. Everything except for the bridge. So you're going to be doing 1, 5, 2, 4. You're playing it a little bit down tempo. But yeah, practice it slow, do whatever you need to do until you get it. But that's, memorize how that feels in your left hand. I like to play octaves in the left hand. I think it adds a lot of oomph. And this song is very emotionally charged, pretty energetic, so slamming out the bass really brings that out. With your right hand, all you're going to do is play those chords that we already talked about. A major, E major, B minor, but we're going to put the F sharp on the bottom. Second inversion. Same with D major. Instead of playing up here, we're going to play it with the A on the bottom. Second inversion. So it'll look like this. With the bass. And of course, I'm not doing the exact strumming pattern that the guitar originally did, or what the bass originally did, but I'm trying to, between the 2 hands, make it happen. And I embellish all the time. No 2 times are alike when I play this. Okay, so you got that now. The next thing you need to learn is the synthesizer line. You're going to come up from here. Forget the rhythm guitar in your right hand now. Let's go up another octave. And here's how this goes. Starting on A, we're going to go down. And then it technically goes like this. I usually keep it contained to 1 octave rather than playing all over the place, but you can do it however you like. While you're doing that, your left hand is going to kind of ditch the heavy octave slamming for the bass guitar, and now you're going to move up to the acoustic guitar range and kind of fill it out. So you're going to be doing this 1-5-1 pattern. E, or A, E, A. Then when you go to the 5th position of E, E, B, E, B, F sharp, B, D, E, D. Still keeping our same progression, but we're just going to fill it out with the 5th on each one of those. When I get up to the D, I like to play play the octave, and then play the 9. Okay. But you're going to want to flavor it a little bit more than that. So here's what I like to do. Go up the scale, play the 2nd and 3rd. Okay, feel free to slow these down. I know I'm moving kind of quickly and I'm probably saying a lot of things that don't make sense. I'll try to explain musical terms and do a little bit of a mini series later with some other ways to help you play music by ear. But for now, yeah, take as much time as you need, slow things down. If you have any suggestions for me, please leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And if you like what you see, please subscribe so that I can make some more content like this. If you have any requests for other songs too, feel free to let me know. Okay, so going back, let's put the two parts together. Synthesizer, left hand doing its thing. Okay, see, I just restarted that on the high A instead of coming down the octave. Now it sounds kind of empty still. You're filling in a little bit with your left hand, but now up here I'm going to just kind of play some of the chord tones to make that sound a little fuller. Here's what it sounds like. Kind of messed that up, sorry. But you get the idea. Here it is, really slow. I like to do that too. Good little thing to practice. With the dynamics, you can kind of add broken chords to make some little effects. Okay, the last part you need to learn for the introduction. Our left hand's going to stay the same, but now instead of doing that little 1, 2, 3 thing, we're just going to do. Pretty basic to simulate the drums. Since we don't have any drums, your left hand's going to kind of be your metronome here. The lead guitar part starts on C sharp, which is the 3rd note of our A major scale, and then you're just going to move on down the scale. Except right there, now we're going to go up and down. Now I'll play it with the actual rhythm. Do it again. Back up. There's no tricks here, there's no interval jumps. Follow the scale. Start on C sharp and move up. And then we're going to get into the vocal part after that. So, in order to avoid it sounding hokey or staccato, I also like to put this in octaves and then sometimes alternate the triplets so it sounds like this. So I'm not doing it every single time, but I'm kind of doing it by feel. That's another thing you'll have to understand with, there's not any sheet music to this, so a lot of it is just, I'm giving you the framework and leaving it up to you to make the decision to play it how you like best, rather than telling you every single note. But anyway, that's the introduction. Put that together, that last little part. verses. So now that you know the introduction material, bass, rhythm guitar, synthesizer, lead guitar, and the patterns to playing your left hand and some of the chords to playing your right hand to put it all together, we're going to move on to the verses. Very similar, but now you're just going to have more going on in your right hand, more melodies to memorize. What I would recommend for this would be to either memorize the lyrics to the song if you don't already know them, or open up a page on Google with the lyrics and read along and sing them to the song as you figure out the rhythms to these notes. Because we have the first words, show me, show me, show me how you do that trick. One that makes me scream, she said. All I'm doing is taking the vocalization and putting it into the piano. And I play it up in this octave usually, even though his voice is right here in that range. We're going to end up doing a lot of hopping with the left hand. It's going to get into that area, so it's better to bring it up here. But if for one verse you wanted to take it down and one verse take it up, the liberty is yours. So I'm going to play it for you one more time, and I'm going to play the left hand with it to show you what I do. Again, it's the same exact progression as the introduction. 1, 5, 2, 4. You're not going to deviate from that. What you will end up doing, though, is embellishing. You're going to hit the bass notes down here and then come up here to do a little bit of a fill-in guitar chord. I'm going to play it really slow. Here we go. Back to the intro, the last part of the intro. Right there, the last part though, if you want to add in the harmonization, I'll run away with you. You'll play through that guitar line one more time, and then you'll start the second verse, which is spinning on that dizzy ledge. Let's see. Okay, so there's the second verse, pretty much. In a nutshell, I didn't play it perfectly there, but you get the idea. The range doesn't go beyond an octave and a half for what Robert Smith sings, and it's all within that A scale. So if you're seeing what I'm doing, but you're still not quite feeling it, listen to the song some more, play along with it. That's the best way I can recommend really getting it down how you want it. So now that we've played introduction, verse, interlude, verse, now we have the bridge, which introduces a new bass line. And we're actually going to be starting on F sharp and then G. F sharp. That's all the chords you have to worry about. The melody, though, is going to go. Here it is in context with the bass line. actually go into the piano solo, which is the only part we really haven't learned yet, besides the third verse. And when you get to the end of that bridge there, and you get to that D major chord, dancing in the deepest ocean, twisting in the water, just like a dream. You're not going to be able to play Just Like a Dream before you have to run away and start playing the piano solo. Now mix it with the guitar a little bit. Did I lick me into shape? I must have been asleep for days. And on this part, for some reason, I played octaves originally. It's not how I play it anymore, but... tune this piano. Anyway, yeah, that's the third verse melody. Let me play the bridge, piano solo, third verse, and then it'll be the bridge again actually, so I'll just play that to the end for you. Here we go from the bridge. One in the bass. Up. Little bit of chords to fill it in. Now we're into the third verse. And I always had that little broken arpeggiated chord there at the end, but you don't have to do that. If you want to just end it on the D major chord like The Cure does. That's more true to the original. But there you go, that's the basic idea of the whole song. Just remember, think of it in sections. Think of it with the chord progression. Fill in any chords. And then on that bridge, you're just alternating F sharp and G until you get to the D major in both cases, except the last time. That's just how the song ends. Ends on the 4 chord. Pretty cool. Anyway, that's it for now. So, yeah. Leave a comment, subscribe, like it, share it. Let me know if it was helpful. Let me know if there's any other songs or requests you'd have, either for covers or for tutorials. Probably going to go through and do some other ones. So, anyway, thank you. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.